Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Smut Book Reviews. I am your host Candace. Thank you so much for joining me again for another episode. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing a book. Oh, and the angels sing. Candace is finally reviewing a book. I know. After two back-to-back videos of non-book reviews, today we will Freckles. Can you shush? Thank you. After two back-to-back videos of non-book reviews, today we will be reviewing a book, and this is the second book that was on my to-be read list for December. Did I finish it? Yeah. Am I already into my last book? Yeah. Am I gonna make it by the end of the... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna talk about the next one, the one after this one. We're gonna talk about that because, child, I can't even. Okay, so in today's video, I am going to be reviewing the second book from that list, which is a book called In Her Corner by author Willow James. I read this book on my trusty Kindle Paperwhite. This book is currently free to read with Kindle Unlimited. If you want to purchase it for your Kindle, you can do so for, I think, 99 cents right now. If you're wanting the paperback version of this book, you can get it through Amazon for $5.99, and I'm assuming it's going to come printed like one of those larger size paperbacks. But you can definitely get it if you want. This is book 2 in Willow James's Beautiful Boxer series. You may remember I did review the first book in that series. It's called Knockout, and it is a few videos down if you'd like to check that out. That is Brody and Tabitha's story. Brody and Tabitha do make little cameos in this book, which I'm really happy to say was longer than the first book in the series, because if you saw that review, you would know that I wanted more pages. And Willow definitely delivered with more pages, which I super appreciate. But I'm going to be that greedy person who says I wanted still more pages. So the first book in the series, I think, had like 90 pages or something. Let me check my little thingy here. Oh no, it only had 64 pages. So it was like a very short little novella story. This one had, according to Amazon, because it didn't feel like this many pages, but it could have been, I don't know. According to Amazon, it has 150 pages for In Her Corner. So definitely more book, like more than double the book of the first one. Still, I needed more. I wanted more. And I guess that's a compliment in a way, because it means that the book was good and I wanted to continue reading more pages. So this book centers around a character that you met in the first book in Knockout. It was like a little cameo bit at the end with a guy named Mike or Michael. He is another up-and-coming boxer who has, in this book, this is his story along with the main female character whose name is Katie. Mike is, and like I said, an up-and-coming boxer. He wants to go for like actual titles and things like that, like belts, or but do boxers have belts? Is that a thing? Or am I thinking about wrestling? I think it's both. Maybe. Anyway, he wants to go for like legit titles, and he trains in his spare time and whatever, but he does have a 9-to-5 job that he's been working, that he has just recently sold off his company and is kind of in like a consulting stage for, I think, like close to a year, and then he'll be able to cash out and he'll be free of that and he can fully pursue his real dream of becoming a professional boxer. So Mike was the type who is like, he's like a reformed prankster type situation, like a reformed Playboy prankster. In high school, he was directly responsible for the lead female character Katie's like misery during high school. So there was like a little thing that happened toward the end of high school that like completely humiliated her. And because of that, and everyone in the town, because it's such a small town, remembers what happened to her in school, that, she's kind of like a laughing stock. She wants to leave. She can't wait to get out of Walton. But she has to basically earn the money by working as a waitress to be able to go to vet school, which is what she wants to do. She wants to go to vet school. So she's working at a diner, and in walks Brody and Mike, who Mike has like vague recollections of like the thing that happened, like his part in it, but he didn't know to the full extent that of what happened to her. So when Brody tells him like, oh, you don't remember that this happened to her in high school and you were kind of responsible for that, and he feels so guilt-ridden that he tries to go out of his way to apologize to her, and he tries to like, you know what I mean? The initial meeting of the two of them actually happens when her car breaks down on the side of the road, and he pulls up alongside to help her. I think she has to change a tire or something. And he doesn't recognize her. He doesn't really know who she is at first. And she knows him because she's like, you made my life hell. You're the reason that I hate this place. Can't wait to get out. And then later on in the diner, he realizes why she loathes him and why she gives him the cold shoulder. And he's just like, okay, I have to make it my mission now to make it up to you. So he essentially goes out of his way to recreate her prom so that she can, heal from that thing that happened to her, that humiliation. So it was a super nice gesture. At first she's like sus. She's like, that's kind of suspicious. I don't know what you're up to. Are you playing another prank on me? What's up? But she also finds him attractive. And so they kind of like start spending a lot of time together. And then subsequently throughout the book, they get involved and they fall in love with each other. And now Katie has to decide if she's still planning on leaving Walton, and Mike has to decide if he's going to follow her wherever she goes, or if he's going to try and convince her to stay, or whatever. And it was a super cute book, y'all. For what it was, which, like I said, 150 pages, Willow. Book 3 of the series. $200. $250. $300. Can I? No pressure, but can I please? But it was a contemporary romance. There's no supernatural elements to this at all. It's like that small town enemies to lovers type romance novel, like contemporary romance. And it was super cute. I did really like it. I did really enjoy it. I like Willow's writing style. I like that she does give some backstory to each of her characters without like going too deep into like, you don't want to get sidetracked. You want to keep it focused on the main two people, which I appreciate. For the rating for the book, I gave it an 8.5. It would have gotten a higher rating if it had had more pages. But it was a very good read. Super cute, super sweet. Loved Mike, loved Katie, loved both the characters. I would definitely recommend that you guys pick this up. If you do decide to read this book, make sure you go back and read Knockout first, because even though they don't intertwine a lot, because there are crossover characters, you may want to just start at the beginning, because why not? You know what I mean? Like whenever that happens to me, like if I know that it's part of a series, I have to start at the beginning. Even if it says it's a standalone novel, it's never really a standalone. You know what I mean? Like, there's always a character from this book that comes into this book, and then and I want to get everything. I want to understand everything. So I got to start at the beginning. Okay. So yeah, I think that's it. That was a super short. That's probably the shortest video I've ever done. I would definitely recommend that you guys read this book. Like I said, it's free to read with Kindle Unlimited. I am tired of plugging Kindle Unlimited because Amazon's not paying me, but I do have Kindle Unlimited, so it's like, it's a free book. Why would I not read it? You know what I mean? Why would I not try it out and see what happens? Yeah, Follow Willow on Instagram. She does have an Instagram page, which is where I first ran into her, so that you can get updates on when new stuff is coming out, when the third book in the series will be out, etc., etc. And yeah, if you're into small town romance, if you're into enemies to lovers romance, if you're into a good redemption story, this is a cute one for you. I think you'll like it. If you like me and you like my channel, please consider subscribing. If you would like, you can follow me on my social media accounts. I do have a members only Facebook group, an Instagram, and a Twitter devoted to this channel. And if you'd like, you can follow me, and I do sneak peeks of stuff, and I do giveaways sometimes, and yeah, just go in and post funny little memes and, you know, pictures of abs and stuff. Don't violate Facebook rules because you'll get zucked. But yeah, so yeah, I will leave all of those linked in the description box below, and I will put a little banner here on the screen for you guys to see. And I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Bye. So the book, losing all energy to live. I'm losing the will to live. Okay. I am so tired. And another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust. Oh my God, I'm still recording. No, because I didn't do any bloopers, that's why. Candace, you flippin' idiot. You idiot. I lost it. The fuck was I saying? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Am I on track? Am I on track for my December to be read? Probably not. This is what happens to me. I'll think I'm doing really well, and then something will come up and I'll be like, okay, well, you're not going to get to read for another week. And then bam, the deadline has passed. And did you meet your goal? No. No. Will you eventually? Maybe sometime. Sometimes I just fall off altogether. Sometimes.